Sharia law. What is it? A lot of people don't know exactly what Sharia law is. So I am going to define it for you today. Quite simply put, Sharia law is Islamic law. It is the law of Allah as described by the Prophet Muhammad in the Quran and the Hadith. To keep this video sweet and short, I'm just going to go over some of the rules and penalties in Sharia law in point form. Theft is punishable by amputation of the right hand. Criticizing or denying any part of the Quran is punishable by death. Criticizing or denying that Muhammad was a prophet is punishable by death. Criticizing or denying Allah, the moon god of Islam, is punishable by death. A Muslim who becomes a non-Muslim, in other words, an apostate, is punishable by death. A non-Muslim who leads a Muslim away from Islam, in other words, leads a Muslim to convert to some other religion or leave religion altogether, is punishable by death. A non-Muslim man who marries a Muslim woman is punishable by death. A man can marry an infant girl and consummate the marriage when she is 9. Let's repeat that one because it kind of sounds important. A man can marry an infant girl and consummate the marriage when she is 9. A girl's clitoris should be cut. This is what's referred to as female circumcision, and it is recommended by the Prophet Muhammad himself in Book 41, Kitab al-Adab, Hadith 5251. A man can beat his wife for insubordination. Insubordination. The testimonies of 4 male witnesses are required to prove rape against a woman. When the fuck are there 4 witnesses when a woman gets raped? A woman who has been raped cannot testify in court against her rapist. A woman's testimony in court, which is only allowed in property cases, carries half the weight of a man's testimony. A woman cannot drive a car because it leads to fitna, which is an Arabic word for upheaval. A woman cannot speak alone to a man who is not her husband or relative. Meat that is to be eaten must come from animals who were sacrificed to Allah by slitting the throat without first stunning the animal. The punishment for homosexuality is being thrown off a cliff. Or if cliffs are not readily available, off tall buildings. If a woman commits adultery, the penalty is stoning to death. And the last one I'm going to bring up is one that nobody is going to believe actually exists, but I recommend you do some research on this. Muslims should engage in taqiyya, T-A-Q-I-Y-Y-A, and lie to non-Muslims to advance Islam. Now, there's a lot more than that to Sharia law, but I'm not going to go over each and every single rule because the video would end up being about an hour long. However, I am going to mention that there is a rather disturbing trend going on where countries are starting to use certain aspects of Sharia law in the name of cultural sensitivity. So, what are these countries? Surely they are countries in the Middle East, right? Nope. Spain, the Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, Sweden, the UK, Canada, and the United States of America have already started to use certain elements of Sharia law. And what was really surprising to me is that the UK now has several fully operational Sharia courts. Now, the reason I made this video is because, mark my words, the time will come where petitions to implement Sharia law in your country will start showing up. And when that time comes, you will have the information required for you to make the right decision and not sign said petition. The time will also come when a politician will show up who wishes to implement Sharia law in your country. Trudeau. Justin Trudeau. So please, my fellow infidels, do not let the government implement Sharia law in the name of cultural sensitivity in your country. And as always, let's get rational. If you enjoy my videos, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to reading the peaceful comments from the Muslim community.